Hey guys! So today I'm going to be doing a first impressions on the Revlon Nearly Naked foundation. And I wasn't sure if I should do this because there's so many videos out on this foundation already, but I wanted to give my opinion because I am totally in love with this, and I know some of the reviews were a little bit mixed, and I'm pretty picky about foundation, so I wanted to give my thoughts and my impressions on it. This isn't the first time I've been wearing it. I've been wearing it for like a week and a half, so I think that kind of helps give like a better review of the foundation. So I really like it. So I'm gonna demo it for you, and then I'm gonna give a review. The one thing I didn't mention in the review was that it doesn't break me out. I think that's kind of a given if I'm saying I like it, but just to let you know, I didn't have any problems with it breaking me out, and the Revlon Caresse broke me out horribly. So if you're kind of a little bit like afraid to try this because the Revlon Caresse broke you out, I would give it a try because I didn't have any problems with this formula. And I'm not sure if the ingredients are too different, but I just know that this did not break me out. So yeah. Also, I'm gonna not be wearing makeup, and I just kind of want to disclaim that. I do have not perfect skin, so you know, be nice. I do have some redness and stuff and some acne scarring, so my skin's not perfect, but I think that's really good because this shows you that this is a really good foundation. So I hope you guys like this video. If you do, make sure to thumbs up, and let's get into the demo and review. Okay, so I'm going to start with a primer. This is the L'Oreal Studio Secrets Anti-Redness Primer that I have been trying out because I do have a lot of redness, especially from acne scarring and just redness kind of, but you can really see it from the acne scarring. Like I said, my skin is not perfect. So this kind of helps with cutting down the redness that I have from that. And so far I really like it. So it's like the same line of primers that does the Lumi one that I also like. So I thought I would give this one a try because I do get redness. So, and I will say this primer doesn't cut out redness completely, but it does do a good job of kind of, I don't know, helping it a little bit. So okay, so I'm going to take the Revlon Nearly Naked in Ivory 110. I don't think this is the very lightest shade. I think this is like the second to lightest shade because the very lightest was a little bit yellow, and this one is a little bit more pink, and I have more warm undertones, so I go for the pink. I'm trying to see where I should look. Okay, so I'm just dotting it. This doesn't have a pump, which is one annoying thing about it, I will say. But I mean, it's not horrible. So I'm just kind of dotting it all over, and I just kind of do a thin layer the first time, and then I go back over it. So I do one layer, oh, and this is the Samantha Chapman, or what is this called? The Real Techniques brush, stippling brush, if you guys are wondering. And the first layer, I just really make sure it's like all blended in really, really nicely. Okay, so that, as you can tell, like helped a lot, but I go ahead and go over with the second layer because it just adds a little bit more coverage, I notice. And I just go over the spots that I have some problems. So I just dot it like on those spots, and then I just kind of buff it into those spots. And that's what I find really works the best and definitely adds a little bit more coverage. And then I'm just going to go over with my under eye concealer. This is the Instant Age Rewind, and I'm not really in love with this like everybody else is. I got the one in Brighter Illuminator. I don't know if that makes a difference, if I should have gotten the just normal colored one, but wow, the lighting's like really light. But yeah, I don't know. Okay, so then I go over my blemishes with the Sonia Kashuk Concealer Palette in the Hidden Agenda one. I think it's just this one color. And I take a concealer brush. This one is by Sigma, if you guys are wondering. and I really, really like this concealer. I definitely recommend it. So I'm gonna set it with the Rimmel Stay Matte Powder. I didn't buy the powder for this foundation. If you guys have tried it and you like it, let me know. And I don't always set my foundation, but I do sometimes if I know like I'm gonna be out for a while or whatever. So, or if I want like a little bit more coverage, I will set it. So, but I will say that I have not always set this foundation, and you definitely don't have to. So that's basically it. I'm gonna go ahead and like put some bronzer and blush on and stuff like that, and then I will come back and do a little bit of a review for you guys. Okay guys, so basically I am really in love with this foundation, and I like it because it feels very light on the skin, which is good because it's nearly naked. So if you just kind of want to do like a really light look, you can just do one layer, or if you need a little bit extra coverage like I did today, then you can put on a second layer, and it totally gives you a little extra coverage, but it's still like really light on the skin, which is what I love about it. I don't feel like it looks cakey or like I'm wearing a lot of makeup. I just really, really like it. So I will say that some people were talking about how like it oxidized on them. I don't really find that a problem. However, sorry, my cat just jumped on the bed. However, if you maybe go down like in a darker shade, you might run into that problem. I am like one of the lightest shades, so I didn't find that problem, but I don't know if that depends on the color or not. Lasting power, I will say that I think that it lasted a really long time. Like at least 8 hours. I feel like when I get off of work, it still looks really good and fresh, and I don't have to touch up throughout the day. I don't have oily skin though, so that might be, you know, I have normal to dry skin. So if you do have more oily skin, I'm not sure, but I will say that I don't ever have to touch up with this, and I really like that. So yeah, I'm trying to think if I went over everything. Sorry, my kitten is down here making a mess. You guys saw the finish. It's not very matte or like dewy. I would say it's more kind of a satin finish, but it kind of does lean a little bit more on the matte side, I would say. I just really like the finish of it. I think that it finishes really well on the skin. It looks natural, like it looks like your skin. I feel like when foundations look too dewy or too matte, they tend to look a little bit more fake, and I think that this really does look like skin. So yeah, I think I covered everything. If you guys have any more questions, definitely leave them down below, and I will answer them in case I did forget anything. Make sure to give this a thumbs up if you guys like videos like this, and I can do more like first impression kind of videos. So yeah, I will see you guys in my next video though. Bye.